Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jacob Sutton, and I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day for joining us. I've always wanted to be a storyteller, and in a way, I have. I have proudly authored, poorly illustrated, and distributed 7 adventures for the world's most popular role playing game. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, how I made that happen. So it's going to be role playing games and the open gaming license. A couple of points we're going to discuss throughout this briefing is going to be one, what are role playing games? Two, what is the open gaming license and what it allows its creators to do? And three, the impact that it's had on the tabletop role playing game community as a whole. Now, role playing games at their core are basically a bunch of friends sitting around a table playing make believe. I'm going to make believe I am a knight and I'm looking to slay this dragon. One of these friends is going to be a game master. Now, the game master's job is to be one part arbiter and one part narrator. So when I say game master, I'm going to slay this dragon. The game master's going to say, well, knight, I need you to roll your dragon slaying skill. So I'll roll some dice, I'll do some basic math, and then the game master will tell me whether I succeed or I fail. You succeed, the dragon is slain. What do you do next? Or you fail. The dragon is angry. What do you do next? Now, there are a number of different role-playing systems available in the world that cover a number of different settings, whether it's high fantasy or science fiction, space opera, gritty realism, Cthulhu-like horrors that come up from the deep. Whatever you want, they're available. But for this subject today, we're going to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons and its open gaming license. So, when Wizards of the Coast published its 3rd edition of Dungeons and Dragons, it did something really unique in that it also published a public use copyright, allowing basically its game mechanics to be used and distributed by third parties for free, for profit. So I'm going to read you guys a quote here from the Open Gaming License, the public use copyright. In consideration for agreeing to use this license, the contributors, Wizards of the Coast, grant you, capital Y, a perpetual, worldwide, royalty-free, non-exclusive license with the exact terms of this license to use the open game content. So what does this mean? What they did with the publishing of the open gaming license is Wizards of the Coast said, everything that makes Dungeons and Dragons what it is, everything you've been playing with your friends of the last 30 years is now available to you without a copyright infringement for you to publish your own content. So you can use our base mechanics, you can use the species that we use, you can use the spells that we have and craft them into your own narrative, your own world, to create your own content and publish it for profit without any copyright infringement or having to pay any royalties to Wizards of the Coast. This is George Lucas coming down from the mountain and saying, hey, you guys can have lightsabers, you can have Sith, you can have the Force. What you can't have is Han Solo, and you can't have Luke Skywalker, right? Any intellectual properties that have been made into video games or movies or books, you can't have. But the basic idea of this, you can. So, what this has done is allowed a number of fan creators to create their own content and publish online anywhere you want. Amazon, Drive-Thru RPG is a big one, or you can even publish from Wizards of the Coast's own subsidiary site, which is called the Dungeon Masters Guild. The idea behind all of this was to help build a following within the D&D community and help grow the game. And it succeeded. This is from Sarah Whitman, who wrote in 2021 for CNBC. Dungeons and Dragons sales have jumped 33%, with overall revenue rising 24%, topping out at $816 million. So, while you may never have the opportunity to pen the great American novel or write a score for a soundtrack, the Open Gaming License is something that you guys can use to create adventures of your own. So, again, we've gone over what is role-playing games, a bunch of make-believe with friends, to the Open Gaming License, which we can use publicly without copyright infringement, and how it's created a boom and growth in the tabletop RPG community. I'd like to thank you guys for all of your time, and I'll be taking questions after this.